Now at 6, authorities in Oklahoma release an update to yesterday's fatal crash on the Will Rogers Turnpike. Plus,
a new nonprofit hopes to bring together businesses and community members to bring new life into a Joplin neighborhood. I'm Samantha Walker, and I'll have that story coming up.
And Governor Mike Kehoe announces a historic pick for Missouri's new Attorney General.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The Oklahoma Highway Patrol says they are still in the early stages of an investigation into a crash that caused the death of an Oklahoma Turnpike Association worker. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Dow Quick. The crash, which happened yesterday afternoon on the Will Rogers Turnpike near Miami, involved 2 OTA workers who were working on the shoulder of the interstate. A semi drifted off the roadway and struck and killed 36-year-old Zachary Reinhardt, an OTA worker who was picking up debris. The semi then struck an OTA vehicle where the other OTA employee, 25-year-old Colton Armstrong, was inside. Armstrong was taken to an area hospital with critical injuries. The semi driver, David Carlson of White Rural, Texas, was uninjured. Carlson told investigators he dropped a device and was trying to pick it up when he left the roadway. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy now for a first look at the weather.
Well, we did get some scattered showers and thunderstorms out there, especially in the morning hours, especially on the Kansas side. Through the afternoon, we haven't had a lot. You can see one little guy kind of drifting in the northern parts of Craig County and also Nowata County. Very tiny little guy, but it does have a severe thunderstorm warning on it. It's going to pulse up, pulse down as it drops toward the south. Also, additional thunderstorms once you get down toward Table Rock Lake. Besides that, most of us aren't seeing a whole bunch of action. These are going to kind of flare up, flare down as we go through the overnight hours. But Pittsburgh, Joplin, Miami, and Neosho mainly has been dry. Through the evening, we'll see these kind of starting to dissipate. And by morning, we'll be sitting into lower 70s. In fact, it's going to cool down a bit the next few days. We'll look at that here in just a bit.
Catching a few. A newly formed organization hopes to bring new life to the Joplin Midtown District. KOAM Samantha Walker has more on how organizers hope to bring together both businesses and community members.
You know, we don't see quite the same foot traffic that we would see maybe downtown, but we do love the community.
If you walk down Joplin's Main Street between 10th and 20th, not only will you see dozens of businesses, but you might see a small plaque in the sidewalk telling you you're in the Midtown District. To some community members, it's a place often overlooked.
This is an important area because it is one of the most entrepreneurial friendly zones in our city. Someone can easily come to this district and with a very small amount of money start a new business. There's just so many opportunities that are available to everyday people right here in Midtown.
That's what's inspired the creation of the Midtown Joplin Alliance, which will encompass that stretch of Main Street and the surrounding 6 blocks on each side. The organization's goal is to advocate for opportunities to improve the district, promote local business there, and keep the area clean.
You know, really every part of town does deserve a champion and someone to help showcase some of the great businesses like Fred and Red's and Norma's Diner or the OK Bar that are right here in Midtown and have been staples of Joplin for a very long time. We need someone to help showcase the businesses that are happening here and the opportunities for new businesses that could happen here.
Local business owners like the one here at Zinc Coffee say they're excited about the new alliance and the opportunities it could bring to Midtown.
We're really excited about growing into that, growing our business and figuring out what Joplin needs from us. It seems like there was a lot of initiatives for downtown and specifically like everything between like maybe 1st and 7th. So I'm excited to hear that there's some stuff going on, you know, really for us in the 7th to 20th range and what we could do to kind of come together and to just be good partners with each other.
Since the announcement of the new alliance, community members and organizations have voiced their support. The Downtown Joplin Alliance shared the news, adding, quote, "This is what Joplin needs. Every neighborhood needs to put on their big boy pants and do the hard work." For those in the Midtown District, they hope to not only improve their community, but emphasize supporting small and local businesses.
This is allowing us to make sure that the money is reused inside of our community to build our people and build our town.
And then we can do things like investing into art culture and craft culture and leading into that, making Joplin a place that people want to be instead of a place that people want to go to other places to have life and fun experiences.
Reporting in Joplin, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
The organization says they've already had many community members reach out to learn more and get involved. They say the best way to do so is by following their Facebook page, Midtown Joplin Alliance. Missouri's governor has appointed the state's first female attorney general. Governor Mike Kehoe named Catherine Hanaway to the position today. She'll replace Andrew Bailey, who's moving on to become co-deputy director of the FBI, a newly created position. Hanaway is currently a partner at a St. Louis law firm. Previously, she served as Republican Speaker of the Missouri House of Representatives. Hanaway takes over the AG role next month. Seniors at McDonald County High School got up at the crack of dawn for their last day of school, their first day. That's coming up, but up first, Pitt State opens a part-time opportunity for some of its full-time students. Some students at Pitt State got a glimpse of their possible future thanks to a job fair. As KOAM's Ty Parks reports, the opportunity gave the full-time students some part-time possibilities.
Kind of more looking for something to fit in my schedule of classes and just help pay for all the expenses of like living here on campus and food and all that.
A part-time job can fit perfectly with a full-time student.
Yeah, a lot of students are looking for that part-time work when they're coming to campus. They need something to do in between the classes, and whether that's an on-campus job or off-campus, it just makes it nice to have one event where students can come and talk to these local employers that are looking for those part-time opportunities.
McCarthy's Bar is just one employer we spoke to that said they are perfect for the college student with limited hours.
Luckily, our hours are flexible. We're looking for just anywhere from 15 to 20 hours a week availability. We're not open on Sundays, so there's a day off that no work and no school. Obviously, they can take care of their schooling.
Sometimes a part-time job can be a stepping stone to the full-time career.
Hope that those opportunities do transfer into something long-term, and I know employers are seeking out those as well. It all just depends on what the company is looking for, whether that's just a part-time position or it is something that could potentially transition into full-time, but there's always opportunities for that.
This is another way PSU paves the way for success for its students.
I think that's really good. It'd be really hard for students to get full-time in with all the classes and everything, so.
In Pittsburgh, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
The university says it's going to host various job fairs for its students and community throughout the year. This afternoon, Pitt State also held another event for its students in nearly the same spot. The annual community fair, typically held at the start of each fall semester, enables students to meet with local companies, businesses, and organizations in the community. Organizers say it's about showing students the value of planting roots and building futures right here in the four states.
Yeah! It's going to be a great year, guys!
Seniors at McDonald County High School started their morning early as they watched the sunrise come up for their first day of school. The seniors met on the high school's football field, taking pictures and enjoying donuts. A little later, families in Chautauqua right now are at a back-to-school event. We're going to take you there live.
And we do have a few random thunderstorms out there. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, of course, another hot one outside for us today, but we did get scattered showers and thunderstorms for about 40 to 50% of the region as we've gone through the day, which is better than none. Still, we got some scattered thunderstorms out there right now. Just unfortunately, it's not centered on top of most of us, which kind of stinks. You can see kind of a dying band southeastern Kansas kind of flaring up a bit once you get into southwestern Missouri. So we got one little thunderstorm northeastern Oklahoma, a dying batch in our western counties, still a pretty good batch in our southern counties. Zooming in, look at this little guy drifting south into Craig County, northeastern Oklahoma. A little beefier storms once you get over toward east of Pineville, Bella Vista, Bentonville, down toward Beaver Lake. Seligman over toward Eagle Rock. Here's Shell Knob. So we do have bands of showers and a few thunderstorms which are pushing through. Most of you, though, are going to stay dry. Anything that does develop will be gone later on this evening. And then it's pretty calm as we go through the night. We'll drop back lower 70s for overnight lows. Let's go through the morning hours. We'll stop at the noon hour. And you can see our temperatures mainly into the mid 80s, mid to upper 80s. Humidity is going to be better tomorrow. I want you to notice a northerly wind. So that kind of ushers in a little bit less humid air. It's still going to be hot. We're going to be into lower 90s, but we're heading in the right direction. Tomorrow night, slide back into the 60s. We haven't seen the 60s for a while. As we get into Thursday afternoon, still a little bit better. High temps right around 90 degrees. We are going to briefly warm up a little bit later on this week, but at least overall doing better. 72 to start, 89 by noon. High temp, 93 degrees. Great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. We have some mid and upper level clouds kind of streaming through. We'll slide back through the 80s, 70s as we go through the evening hours. It really depends on where you live right now. It's 100 at Grand Lake, 77 in Yates Center with clouds and some showers. But still, it's hot, it's muggy, our dew points. Look at this, into the mid 70s. What that means for you is we're kind of at the top of the scale. We're at that soupy level across the region, but our heat index gets better as we go through the next couple days. Heat index on your Wednesday. Pretty close to our temperature, about 93, 94 degrees. It drops even more as we go into Thursday. It's going to feel like it's roughly 90 or 91 degrees. Hurricane Aaron spinning east of Florida. Kind of starts to head toward North Carolina, and then it starts to take a turn, but it's close enough that those outer bands will produce at least a lot of waves across the eastern seaboard, but we aren't seeing a direct hit from this hurricane, which is definitely good news. High pressure slipping off toward the west. Look at this northwest flow right out of Canada, and that's going to help our temperatures cool down even more as we get into early next week. All right, 93 on your Wednesday, 91 Thursday, 93 Friday, 90 Saturday, random storm. And then look at this stretch of 80s for the last week of August. Looking pretty good next week.
Yeah, you bet. The 80s, we'll take it.
Not bad.
Thanks, Doug. Hey, just because kids are headed back to school doesn't mean the fun is over. No. This is a live shot from the Chetopa Back to School Bash. This free event for students, families, and community members runs until 7 this evening and features fun for everyone, including games, prizes, and hot dogs, both indoors and outdoors, as you see kids in Chetopa headed back to school last week. If you're looking for more events like this right here in the 4 states, whether it's fun family events or various community events, back to school events, well, we've got you covered. This handy QR code will take you straight to the events page of our website, koamnewsnow.com. Just scan it with your phone and you'll find information on all kinds of family fun events. The events page at koamnewsnow.com. Still ahead, the Missouri Southern Lions enter the 2025 season with sights set on a comeback year. We're going to hear from the team next. And Pitt State has a tough start to the season with highly ranked matchups. We'll have details coming up.
The college football season is right around the corner, and Pitt State enters the year as the 10th ranked team in Division II. With the Gorillas prepping for year 2 under head coach Tom Anthony, a key strength will come in the secondary, with 4 senior returners at the back end of the defense. While there's a lot of new on the offensive side of the ball, the ground game has stood out throughout fall camp.
Strength of our team should be our secondary, that defensive group. 4 all-conference guys all coming back, 4 seniors back there. So we'll lean heavily on that group for sure on the defensive side. Offensively, I've just really been pleased kind of with the run game, with Cleo and with that offensive line is really gelling, meshing together. Those 5 guys that have been kind of running with our ones throughout camp have looked pretty good. So I've been very pleased with that.
We have a lot of guys returning to have a lot of experience in that back end, but our job is just to take that role and bring some of the younger D linemen, younger linebackers along for the ride and just kind of show them the way. And before you know it, by the season, those guys will take that leadership role in no time. We've been together, a lot of us, for 4, even 5 years and kind of just learned from the guys before us like Malikas, Gaskell, Rico Payton, and they kind of paved the way for us and we kind of followed their path.
As Pitt State kicks off their season in just over a week, the Gorillas are embracing their competitive nature. To open the year, they will face 3 of the top 5 ranked teams in the country, battling Ferris State, Central Oklahoma, and Grand Valley State.
At Pittsburgh State, I mean, that's just kind of the standard here. You know, I mean, we want to go play high-level opponents, and we know we're going to play high-level opponents every single week in this conference. Then obviously being able to schedule those 2 non-con games with Ferris and Grand Valley. Obviously, our guys are excited about it. The town's excited about it, and I mean, we're just excited to get to go play a football game.
That's the best you can ask for. I mean, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, you know. We prepared hard all year for this moment. Like I said, a lot of guys stepping up, so we'd want to no other way. We're not worried about kind of the outside noise. Obviously, we know what's up ahead of us, but every day we're doing the best we can that day, and we use that mentality to get one. So bad play, good play, get one. Next day, get one, and we're kind of focused on the right now, and then when that game comes up, we're ready.
Pitt State opens their season next Thursday on August 25th on the road against number 1 Ferris State. The Lions of Missouri Southern enter their 2025 season with a chip on their shoulder, full of motivation to get back to their winning ways. Coming off a disappointing 2-9 season, Missouri Southern has a lot of questions to answer, including who will be lining up under center for the Lions. 5 guys, though, they're competing for the job, and with less than 2 weeks out from the opener, MSSU has yet to announce its starting quarterback. But one thing is for certain, these players are ready to make sure Missouri Southern is a winning football team.
Like I said earlier, our energy, our excitement to be out here is obviously different. I think anybody that was here last year could come out here like today, come out here any day this fall camp, and they're going to tell you it's different.
We had a big emphasis on culture this offseason. You know, our last year didn't go the way we wanted it to, so, you know, we're trying to build a culture, and coaches have really pushed that, and we're all kind of buying in. So we're excited, and we expect a big year.
Head coach Atiba Bradley enters his 5th season with Southern and looks to bounce back from the most losses he's had in a season after last year. And last year, the Lions defense surrendered 41 points per game. But Bradley, he's optimistic that this unit will be a bright spot this year.
I've been really pleased with, honestly, our back 7. You know, they're running better than they have since I've been here. The other group, I would say, is our tight ends and the versatility that they've shown. And then the other one is tailback. You know, it's a lot of experience returned, a lot of guys that have taken some snaps, and so they're really showing their veteran status, if you will.
Lions begin the 2025 season on Saturday, August 30th, on their home turf against Midwestern State University. That's it for your sports. We're back with more after the break.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14 tonight. Friday night lights are canceled at Springfield's oldest high school stadium this fall. Plus, seniors and prescription meds. There's a hidden risk of addiction, what you need to watch for, and how to get help. And it's not just puppy love. The CDC says dogs can actually boost your health. Those stories, a lot more. It's coming up tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. The good news, the temperature is trending in the right direction for the coming days.
Yeah, next few days it does get a little bit cooler. We're still hot, of course. We're talking about lower 90s, but the humidity is going to be better. Few pop-up storms on Saturday, but look at the stretch of 80s trying to work in next week.
Sounds really nice. Thanks for joining us. We're going to see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. Let's make it a great evening.